The first thing that captures my attention about a man is the way he smells, the way he smiles, and his shoes. So let's talk about 5 fragrances that I love to smell on my man. Hey Socialites, welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm Ariell. I do mainly beauty content, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if those are the type of videos you enjoy watching, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and come join the family. So today we're going to talk about my top 5 favorite fragrances I love to smell on my man. Love them, y'all. So I do want to thank Cupids Fragrances for sponsoring today's video. This is Cupids. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about it, but I've been seeing it all over social media. If you're not familiar with Cupid, it's one of those pheromone-based fragrances. So Cupid's fragrances are actually infused with pheromones that's supposed to make a man more appealing to a woman. So when you smell it, it's supposed to do something to your senses. So when you spray the cologne, it's supposed to amplify your natural pheromones, giving you more confidence and attracting women to you a little bit more. And it is a sexy fragrance, you guys. So they sent over 2 fragrances. One is Cupids Hypnosis, and this one's in a spray form. It comes in a 50 ml. When I first spray this fragrance, it gives something bright and a little citrusy. I'm thinking it's bergamot. It doesn't really state that it's in there, but I get like clean citrus when I first smell it. And then once it dries down on his skin, it starts to get a little bit more warm and creamy because there's vanilla and caramel in the fragrance, but it's not a whole lot. It's not like super sugary sweet, but there's a little hint of sweetness in there that I love to smell on a man. I like for a man's cologne to be just a little sweet, not just super harsh and super woodsy, but there is an undertone, like a slight woodsy undertone and a slight musky undertone. It's not overly musky, but there's a little bit of musk in here that gives it a bit of sophistication that makes it something that you can wear on date night. I would say Hypnosis is a more casual fragrance. This is something he could wear with jeans and a t-shirt, running errands, you know, going to the store, even going to the office or something like that. Nothing too serious, although it's sexy enough to wear at night too, y'all. To me, this is one of those everyday safe fragrances. You know how I talk about Burberry Her for a Woman? It's an everyday fragrance that you can wear out and about, to the store, you know, to the mall, running errands. You could get away with wearing it at work, but then it has enough of a sexy edge to wear at date night too. This is given that. It's like a moderate projector, so it's not like a super beast mode fragrance that would, you know, choke you or annoy you. So I think a lot of men may like this. Mr. seems to like it. It's not super powerful. He doesn't like super strong fragrances, and I don't like them to be too strong on him either. So it's pretty good. It gives off sensual. So when I smell it on him, it's one of those that just wants to bring you in and hug. You know what I mean? It's just, y'all, this is good. It's not too much of anything in here. So if you like sweet, sensual, sexy scents that's a little bit creamy, slightly vanillic, just a little bit in ambery, you might want to think about looking into this one. And they also sent over Hypnosis X. And Hypnosis X is his more sophisticated, stronger, older brother. This is actually like an oil-based fragrance. It comes in this 10 ml size, and this one smells good too. It's stronger than the regular Hypnosis, and this one has woodsy notes, spicy leather, and amber in it. To me, this is more so something that he could wear on date night, because it's like that stronger, and it's super sensual as well, y'all. This is a sexy fragrance too, but it's a little bit stronger. It projects a little bit more. I would have thought that the spray would project more than the oil, but the oil projects to me a little bit more than the spray, but it's stronger. It's a little bit more masculine, but it's still not like a super strong beast mode. I wouldn't wear something like this to the office, but date night or a lunch or something like that, y'all, this is good. It's a little bit sweet as well, but slightly, not as sweet as the regular Hypnosis. So comment down below, let me know if you guys have heard of Cupids. Have y'all tried it? What do you think about it? I was pleasantly surprised, and the price point isn't bad either, y'all. I think it's under $100, so something to think about. Like I said, it's a moderate projector. He gets about, I would say, 4 hours on the skin before it starts to sit a little closer to the skin and become somewhat of a skin scent. And sometimes he layers it. He'll put the oil on first, which, like I said, is a little bit stronger, woodsy, and then sprays this on top, which gives it more of like that sensual, sweet, creamy, but a little musky on top. And when he layers it, he gets a little bit more longevity. So I would say about 6 to 8 hours when you layer them together. Moving on to Ebony Wood from Zara. This is another fragrance that I really love to smell on him. Y'all, this is a warm, spicy, woodsy fragrance. Now, I know some women do wear this, but I couldn't imagine wearing something like this. It's just too strong and masculine, in my opinion. But on him, a little bit of the sweetness comes out. You know how like some more masculine leaning fragrances on a woman, it's almost like you can't even get the sweet because it's so strong. But on a man, it just works and you get a little bit more sweetness if it's on a man. That's what I get from Ebony Woods. Y'all, it is sweet, it's bold, it's spicy, sexy. I really like this one as well. I originally bought it for myself because the hype was real on this a couple years ago, and I only heard women talking about it. So I thought it was going to be like, I don't really know what I thought, to be honest. But when I got it, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I just couldn't imagine wearing something so strong and masculine. But I ended up giving it to Mr. and it's become one of my favorite fragrances to smell on him. So this one has notes of ebony, clove, and pink pepper. So it gives all of the spices. So if you're not somebody that's super into spicy or super woodsy colognes on your man, you may not like this, but I love it. I think it's great, and it's super affordable. I think it's like $40 or under $40 for this big size. I think this might be like a 3.5 ml size. Really nice fragrance, you guys. Love this on him. So moving on to the sweetest fragrance that I love to smell on him. Out of the 5 I'm talking about today, this is by far the sweetest. And this is Kiehls Oudgasm Vanilla Oud. Now this is another sort of creamy scent because the Cupids Hypnosis does have like vanilla and caramel in it as well. And when I smelled Cupids, that's when I realized that I like vanilla scents on a man. Like I like the note of vanilla on a man. It's really sensual and sexy, and you wouldn't think of vanilla as being like a sexy note, but to me these two are the sexiest out of the 5. Y'all, this is good. It has vanilla and oud in it. It's not a super strong, powerful oud, just a slight smokiness. Like oud gives like smoky and woodsy, like a combination of woodsy, smoky. It's not overpowering though. I think a woman could wear it, but to me, it's masculine leaning. Y'all, saffron. This also has rose in it. This is a gorgeous scent. This is something that I like to smell on him at night and like going to bed. Just really, it's warm, inviting, comforting, but then it had the woodsy note in there, gives sexy. I feel like this is an underrated fragrance when it comes to men's fragrances because it's a Kiehls fragrance and typically she does women fragrances, but try this out on your man. Come back and let me know what you think. Next is a sample cologne that I got that I really love to smell on Mr. Y'all. This one is called Pegasus from Parfums de Marly. And it's interesting because one of my top 3 favorite fragrances is the Lena Exclusive from Parfums de Marly. So this one is a almond vanilla powdery scent that is super sexy. It's warm and inviting, sort of similar to the Kiehls Oudgasm, but different. This one smells more luxe and expensive. So this one has some sandalwood and amber, some vanilla, some little lavender, bergamot at the top that doesn't really last. It dies off quick. It is so nice. The opening similar to like the Cupids. When you first smell Cupids, remember I said it has like that lemon, like a bergamot touch at the top. That's how this one is, but it dies off quickly. Like after about 5 minutes, that note sort of dissipates just like Cupids does. And it just gets warm, inviting, sweet. I could see a woman wearing Pegasus. But it is masculine leaning. I don't think I would wear it because I like super feminine fragrances. But this one is a really nice one too. Love to smell this on him. And next fragrance is actually a ambery vanilla fragrances. Y'all see this theme of amber and vanilla in these men's fragrances. It's something about a vanilla note in it, but it's another sample that I got, you guys. And this one is Grand Saur from MFK. It's the same person that made Baccarat Rouge 540. Y'all, this is one of the more sophisticated, expensive smelling scents. To me, this is something that you would wear at night or a special occasion type of fragrance for a man. It has notes of tonka bean, amber, vanilla. It has some lavender in here. This is a sexy one too. To me, this gives a man in a nice 3-piece suit. This smells like something like an attorney would wear. It just gives sophistication and luxury, you know, one of those type of fragrances. There's something in here that almost gives a little bit of like a, almost like a cognac type of scent, as if there is a such thing as like a cognac note, it gives that. It's spicy, like cardamom or cinnamon or benzoin-y. This is a little older to me. I feel like the other fragrances could be age range 20s and up. To me, Grand Saur is giving a 40, 50-year-old refined gentleman. And I do have one honorable mention I wanted to throw in here. This is one of the more affordable ones. You guys, I think you can get this for like $20 or less. This is a fragrance that we picked up from Marshall's, and this is actually his second bottle. And this is called Black, 1956 Black Cologne. It has fresh scent of mandarin, Thai basil with warm undertones of cedarwood and vetiver. This is a beautiful scent for a man. This one is like the cleanest scent that I talked about today. And I guess you can tell from the mandarin and the basil that it was going to give a little bit more clean, slightly earthy, but earthy in like a basil-y type of way. Not like, you know how some earthy can be a little bit like dirt, you know? This one's bright, clean, masculine, a tiny bit of musk in there that makes it smell a little bit more expensive than, because this is super affordable and it doesn't smell cheap at all. So nice and fresh and uplifting. And this one is a compliment getter. Love to smell this one on him. So those are my top 5 fragrances that I love to smell on Mr. Comment down below if you guys have tried any of the fragrances that I mentioned today. I'll have the links in the description box and the comments for you guys to check out Cupids Fragrances. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video. 'Cause I've been where you are. You're too scared to show me love. 'Cause too fresh with the scars. Well, I don't have the answers.